He's full of them. He's so bloody
great.
He's so poetic. Sometimes I'm listening to him. I'm like, what was the question? Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just like, yes.
Like stars in my
Yes,
eyes.
I know.
I'm here to make you an offer. To give you a chance at redemption.
We are beyond redemption.
What about revenge?
Rebel Moon is here. We are world building. We are creating this new franchise, new fandom. What connected you most to the story?
To me, I think what was wonderful is that when we set on these epic kind of journeys with these massive mythos and this huge lore, we often have these larger-than-life characters or superhuman characters. I think what was wonderful about this is there was an instant relatable quality and a grounding and an organic kind of human nature to these arcs, these roads to redemption, these roads to justice, roads to revenge, and they were very, very human and a very emotional kind of impetus behind every single person's raison d'être. And yeah, thank you. Touché, thank you. And I think that was what just jumped off the page to me. I thought, what a great opportunity to create something so big and so magnanimous, but nonetheless create something that everyone, the everyman, the every person can relate to. You know, so you know, it's what a feat to set something out there and make it touch here.
Right. Djimon in your throne?
Yes, indeed. I mean, ultimately, it's really the story. The story, first and foremost. Where did I connect with the story? Really has, spoke volume in terms of the geopolitical tentacles that have been holding the continent of Africa back for centuries. I could feel that resonating and certainly coming off the page, and so that I was very connected, and I was extremely connected to the story, given the fact that I played General Titus. General Titus is the makeup fabric of many African leaders who never led the people anywhere.
Right. Now, Djimon, I've seen you in a lot of movies. I have to say, I don't want to objectify, but when I saw you, I was like, what was that routine? You jacked, man.
What,
You jacked, man.
Listen, we began with Zack and the physicality, and I mean, I should have known before coming on board because remembering 300, and that should have tell you, give you a hint that there's a level of a military training that came with his films, and it is the very same thing that connected all the characters to emulate what we're supposed to be in the film, which is that unit, not a fragment, because of course with sand you can't do much, but with a stone you can definitely damage somebody, right? So that was the idea, to really become that unit like a stone.
Yep.
I like that analogy.
He's full of them. He's
so great.
So poetic.
I'm just like, yes.
Tell
me tales.
Sometimes I'm listening to him. I'm like, what was the question? Sorry. I was
Yeah.
just like, yes.
Like stars in my
Yes,
eyes.
I know.
Love
I've been even a year and a half, but I still haven't changed.
I'm hearing you're the winner of the push-up contest.
Yes,
That's what they said across the hall.
Yes, I was. We all. I think what needs to be said is we were all equally invested in this training regime. I just had nowhere to hide. The training was, as Djimon said, so informative and so instructive to creating this bond, this sense of camaraderie, and also just instilled a headspace, a mind state for us all that I think is completely akin to what these kind of characters and people would be going through. The level of discipline, the level of sacrifice, the level of compromise, right? It's a kind of myopic kind of perspective. It's like tunnel vision, and it really created that. But beyond that as well, what's wonderful is, and I think that somewhat applies to Titus's character as well. Tarek is topless not because he enjoys having his abs out. He's topless because the few garments that he has on his body are the remnants of his home. And after 10, 15 years, the tattered remnants are all he has to connect him to the world he sadly had to leave behind. So there's this wonderful kind of talismanic element to the clothing, and I think yours too. You have you still have the remnants of the gladiator, you have bits of the Imperium.
Bits
it's
of
like
Imperium.
almost like bits of your guilt still on you,
Yes,
right?
a bit
Like
of my
scars.
guilt, very
you know?
much so, like a scar. Indeed, I like that. I love that metaphor.
I'm good at metaphors too. I've
You
been
guys
learning.
are great.
I've been learning from Djimon. It's easy to learn from the best.
Now, did you have a moment with you and Ed and Kel that was like, we were all on Game of Thrones?
Yeah, that's hilarious. I mean, the even better thing is they both play Dara and Naharis.
I know.
It's like multiverse Naharises.
I know, when they came face to face, I was like, oh my god!
Yeah, it's funny how that works. I don't think it's intentional. I just think, Zack wanted to, and this is again credit to Zack, create this wonderful eclectic group of people and honor culture in such a wonderful way. You have a Russian Indian.
Speaking
you have
of diversity,
an African. You have a North African with Sophia. She's like French Algerian. You've got so many kind of worlds and cultures colliding, and I just think he just went, yeah, like that. Oh, what a wonderful coincidence. They're all in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and you had to learn a new language.
To co-create a new language.
Co-create a new language that no one else speaks.
Yes.
What was that like?
Tons of fun, and again, and a nod to Zack and his wonderful, his giving nature and allowing us to kind of embed and embody so much of our own personal cultures and
Thankfully,
press that.
because, there was nothing grounding about this film.
No. Yeah, there's the thing.
If not
like,
the story, and
there's
if not the certain aspect of each, the cat's cultural background.
It's hard to ground yourself
That's
in space.
amazing for that he allows us to somewhat culturally to bring my country of birth, Africa, into play here. Yours as well, with the language. So that's amazing.
It's an amazing thing, but creating a new language, it's all about understanding the syntax, understanding the structure. Where do I put emphasis? I give an example just now. When I said I give an example just now, I pushed on the now, right? If it's a foreign language, it could be now. I example just give.
Yes.
Then I have to put the now example. That's what I put emphasis on. So it's understanding where stresses have to change and be placed based on the grammatical structure.
It's like when my mom says Taco Bell, and I say, Mom, it's Taco Bell.
Exactly. And that's a stylistic inflection. That's based on personal choice, right? So then you start looking at personal choice inflections of how, where would he put flair? Where would, so it's actually a lot more intricate than I ever give it credit for. And thank you to the amazing, language specialists the ladies that helped me create this, because it was thanks to them that we even got it done in the time we did.
Oh, that's amazing. I gotta wrap, but I am so excited for the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is such a pleasure.
Happy
Pleasure,
holiday.
really.
It's a new age for the universe.